Right.
Mo is the boss. There's no questions about it. He's the smallest, but he is the mightiest, and he rules with his paws. If he wants to, he'll let them rub up against him, but when he's not in the mood, it turns into a bit of a boxing match. He never hurts the dogs, but Mo ruled the roost. One day Mo showed up in our backyard, and I knew where he lived. So I texted the owner and I said, "Hey, your cat's in our backyard, and he may never leave because my husband's fallen in love with him. He just loves ginger cats." And she said, "Well, funny story is we have to find a new home for Mo because our kids are allergic." And we opened the door and Mo basically never left. The first day he walked into our house, it was like he never had lived anywhere else.
You're gonna get charged with break and enter. You don't care, do you?
He owned it. He's a very, very confident cat. He didn't try and hide from anyone. He's always been, "Nope, I'm here, I'm the boss." He's got the personality. But we never thought that we would be adding a cat and a puppy at the same time. We've had Peter before, and then Mo was here for about 2 months before Henry came home, the first time they met. When we set up the kennel to get Mo used to the idea of another animal joining the family, Mo quickly took to hanging out in the kennel. He liked the bedding that was in there. So when Henry showed up, Mo had already claimed it as his. So there was not a battle, but there was a little bit of, hey, this is mine, no, this is mine, back and forth. They tried to, one-up him, but Mo always laid down the law. He's the boss. They'll snuggle up with him. He'll let them rub up against him, but they're also very calm around him. Mo quickly taught them the respect that he needed to have.
Mo, you're sitting in my mint. You want a minty bum? Sit in the empty one. You don't give a crap, do you?
So he had Henry and Peter under control, and then Stanley showed up and changed all that. When we brought Stanley home, he walked around like he always has, owning the place. And it seems like Stanley isn't quite willing to give up trying to be the boss, but he'd love to be his best friend. He just gets so excited when he's allowed to be around Mo that he can't really contain himself. Stanley was very, very interested in this very large orange squirrel. I'm sure that's what he thought Mo was. But Mo just, confidently stood there and held his own. Stanley is extra puppyish with Mo. So Stanley's looking for someone to play with, and Mo is the one that's engaging him the most, for sure. He won't stop until he gets what he wants. Stanley will never give up until Mo is willing to cuddle with him all the time. He would like to roll around on the ground with Mo. He brings him a ball, he brings him a toy. He just never gives up. He really, really wants to be best friends with Mo. He wants to hang out with him all the time. So he will keep on trying and trying and trying until Mo puts up with Stanley's antics. And realizes that they're going to be best friends whether he likes it or not. Obviously, Mo doesn't really engage in that kind of play, but play fight together, it turns into a bit of a boxing match. It looks exactly like two fighters in a boxing ring, going around and around. Mo will tackle him, and Stanley think, "Oh, okay, let's play some more." Neither one of them give up. Mo has his claws still, so he could hurt Stanley if he really wanted to, and he hasn't. Mo really does enjoy Stanley's personality, just sometimes it's a bit much. He's very, very comfortable around the dogs. Right now, Mo is okay to be around him. He wants to be on equal ground with him. He wants to be best friends. He's a very patient cat to put up with puppy Stanley. He'll let him lay down beside him because Mo will, engage him in play. Sometimes I think Mo thinks Stanley's crazy. So I believe their bond is special compared to the first two dogs with Mo. Their friendship developed just from Stanley being so persistent. He just doesn't give up. He keeps on going and going and going. Sometimes Mo will come up to Stanley if Stanley's in a calm mood and rub up against him and let him know that it's okay to be around him.
Henry's tail.
It's when Stanley starts to get a bit jumpy and pouncy and wants to play and Mo's not in the mood that he'll raise a paw and swat at his face. And maybe that's what Mo really likes about him. Mo and Stanley are probably very similar personalities. He had always been very dominant, but he's one of the family. Mo acts more like a dog than a cat. And he definitely thinks he's one of these. Maybe he's an orange lab in a cat's body, I don't know. He loves to come on walks with us. He'll run around the forest with us. He loves being around all of us. Doesn't like being off on his own. Even when Mo's out on his own, if he hears the leashes jingle or he'll hear us calling one of the dogs, he all of a sudden will appear and he walks the neighborhood with us. Everybody thinks, oh my gosh, look at that cat. Is he yours? Like, I've never seen a cat walk with dogs. I believe Mo is a typical ginger cat from what I have read about ginger cats. Absolutely. Mo's friendship with Henry and Peter changed their life. They brought lots of joy into the house.